Hi everyone, this is Rhys Barber at Audiology Associates, and we have another earwax removal video for you today. The removal that we're going to show you today is from a client that's been using us for the last 12 months. He's got a condition where his skin in his ear canal becomes very dry, and the skin is very flaky, so it doesn't allow the skin to migrate out and the wax to migrate out the way it should. So what we're using today to remove this, because we're looking at very hard dry lumps, is a JOBSON horn. The reason we're choosing a JOBSON horn over microsuction is because of these hard lumps of dry wax. Sonotubes won't get a really good suction on this, so you'd be working on this for quite a while trying to get this out with suction. But what we're using here is the JOBSON horn just to try and roll the wax down the ear canal. It looks as if we're pulling on this quite hard, but because it's such a tough piece of wax, we're having to really pull on it quite a bit to roll it down the canal. And here it comes. There we are. You can see that just rolling down. There's just a little bit of hair on the outer part of the ear canal, so we just lose visualization of the wax here a little bit, but it just sits in all that hair, so we just pull that out with a little bit of suction. And when we cut to the next shot now, you'll see we're just going and tidying up with the Zollner tube. The smaller pieces will get sucked into the tube there. And we can also see we've got a piece of very hard wax, very deep in the canal, resting right next to the eardrum. So we're just going to go in and just probe that with the suction tube very gently, because this is actually stuck right against the drum. Just see it wiggling back and forth there, but not really giving me enough to move that wax out, and it's sitting just over a little ridge of bone here, so it's sitting in a slight dip next to the eardrum, so very difficult just to pull and maneuver down the canal. So what I've elected to do is go in with a little bit of olive oil just to soften the edges of that wax and lubricate its movement down the canal a little bit. You can see that's what the liquid is there that we're sucking in. So we're going to grip on the top of that hard piece of wax, staying away from the drum. There we are, lifting it over the ridge. It's just coming over now, and you'll see it flick in. There we go, and we take it away. You'll see a lot of redness and aggravation in here, but that's due to the skin condition this gentleman has rather than any soreness of the ear canal. Eardrum looks nice and healthy. You've got some quite large lumps over here. We will be using some scale to give you some idea of how big these lumps are, but you're looking at about sort of a centimetre thereabout for this piece, and some smaller pieces there that are about half a centimetre. There you go. And we've got quite a large lump at the end, which is about a centimetre altogether. If you like our videos, then please subscribe. We've got over 2,000 subscribers now, thanks to our viewers' hard work at sharing our videos. So if you do like what you see, then please feel free to comment. We do try and respond to as many comments as we possibly can. And keep watching. Thank you very much. Take care.